Hello people and welcome back to my channel. If you're just stumbling on my video for the very first time, my name is Dorothy Shitang and I'm a pharmacist living and practicing in Nigeria. It is no longer news that in Nigeria people perceive the colored vitamin C to be less effective as compared to the white vitamin C. People also have this perception that vitamin C has no toxicity, that is, there is no overdose for vitamin C. So in this video we're going to be debunking some myth about vitamin C, and then we're also going to be learning a thing or two about vitamin C. Basically, what is vitamin C? Vitamin C is generically known as ascorbic acid, which is an antioxidant that is usually found in plants, basically fruits and vegetables. Vitamin C has lots of importance, and one of the major importance of vitamin C is its support on the immune system. It helps to build a stronger immunity. It also helps to prevent infections. It promotes wound healing, but to mention a few. Vitamin C have also been described in some literatures to help reduce, the rate at which children, contract cold and flu by 18% and in adults by 8%. And that, is a plus for vitamin C. Yes, so moving on, what are the different forms of vitamin C? So vitamin C basically exists in various forms. I've seen people walk into the pharmacy and they are like, hey, this vitamin C, which kind of vitamin C be this one? Vitamin C no dey there for capsule, vitamin C no dey there for this, like that, stuff like that. So vitamin C can come in capsules, they can come in syrups for children, they can come in powders, effervescent powders, they can come in effervescent tablets, they can come in granules for those that are going into mass production, they can also come in tablets. Most importantly, vitamin C comes in injectable. So I'm sure a good number of us do not even know that we have injection vitamin C. Yes, injection vitamin C is available for people who cannot tolerate vitamin C orally, and at that point in time they require vitamin C. So basically, vitamin C does have an overdose. Yes, vitamin C has an overdose. So for those of you that are like, hey, vitamin C no get overdose and stuff like that, vitamin C do have an overdose. So one of the major things you should note is the fact that for an adult, the maximum dose that an adult should take for a day is 2000 milligrams. And if you're taking the counting vitamin C, that's literally like 20 tablets in a day. That's the max that you can go with. And then for children, it's 400 milligrams. Children within the age of 1 to 3 can go on 400 milligrams a day. For children within the ages of 4 to 8, it is recommended that they go on 650 milligram max. Don't give a child beyond that in a day. If you go beyond that, we are going to be discussing briefly some of the toxicity that you can experience when you take an overdose of vitamin C. So you don't want to do that. And then for children within the ages of 9 to 13, you can go to as far as 1200 milligram a day. Do not exceed that limit. So here is it. Vitamin C does have, a toxicity. It has an overdose. And for those of us that feel like, why you say if you take 10, you take 100, nothing they do you. Well, it's because vitamin C has a large therapeutic window, which means before it can become toxic, the rates, like the amount that you need to take, has to be really wide. That is, has to be so much before you can get to that level. But because some people are used to taking sweet vitamin C, colored vitamin C, and the rest, they just keep taking, and you don't know when you get to the toxic limit. Now, here are briefly some of the symptoms you can experience that will make you know that you have taken an overdose of vitamin C. First and foremost, you can begin to start having diarrhea, nausea, the feeling of vomiting. Some people even begin to vomit. Others begin to get headaches. Some get abdominal cramps and the rest. These are basically some of the things that you experience when you take an overdose of vitamin C. Now, moving on, let's quickly debunk the misconception that people have about vitamin C whites being more efficacious as compared to the colored vitamin. I mentioned earlier that vitamin C is known generically as ascorbic acid. And one of the major qualities of acid is the fact that they have a sour taste. Yes, they have a sour taste. Now, for some people, they cannot deal with, having to put up with the sour and the slappy taste that comes with taking, ascorbic acid. So people in the pharmaceutical industry took it upon themselves to make, you know, this vitamin C to become a lot more palatable for people who cannot deal with the sour taste of vitamin C to be able to take it. And that was why they added the sweetener and the colorant to it so that it is a lot more attractive, especially for children, and it tastes better. And so, the same concentration of vitamin C that you have in the colored one is the same thing you have in the white one. So, there is no such thing as vitamin C colored, they work, and vitamin C white, now they work. All of them will give you the same effects. So, I want to believe that you learned a thing or two from this video. Please remember to drop your comment in the comment section. Drop me your comments. Drop your beautiful emojis. Give me a big like if you love the content of this video. And most importantly, click on the subscription button and take care and see you next week. Known generically.